to We Talk Cricket, and in what turned out to be basically the top of the table clash today, India still remains on top. Like, can they be stopped? And who is going to stop them? Because, like I said in previous videos, they seem to be unstoppable. But cricket is an unpredictable game. You never know what could happen. And so without further ado, let's jump into this video. As always, we will start with stats first, then we'll jump into the pros and cons, or the things that, as a fan, or from a fan's perspective, that we've seen. Alright? Now, in this top of the table clash, we had New Zealand being put in by India to bat first, making 273 all out, with a brilliant and magnificent century from Darryl Mitchell, who made 130. He was a man on a mission, pulled New Zealand out from a tight position and really led them. He received support from Rachin Ravindra, who made 75, as they tried to really help the New Zealanders post a really good total so that India can have trouble chasing. Bowling for India, we have Rohit Sharma coming back into international cricket for first time in a while, picking up a 5-wicket haul, 5 for 54. Man, I wish I could come back into cricket and be like, alright, let me get 5-wicket haul, let me get a century. Doesn't happen that way, okay? But definitely good to see him back and see him doing what we know he can do. Take wickets at crucial times and also take wickets at the depth, because he did exactly that. Now, India in response came out to bat, and I know many Indian fans, and they were probably like, oh my gosh, like, can they actually win this? They had a good start, then some wickets tumbled, but then, you know, Kohli came in, steadied the ship. India ended up making 274 for 6, winning with 2 overs to spare and by 4 wickets. Largely in thanks to Virat Kohli, who fell just 5 runs short of what would have been his 49th one-day international century, which would have put it equal with the great Sachin Tendulkar. Wow, that's weird. But in the end, he fell just short. He got good support from Rohit Sharma, who made 46 as India fought their way back to overcome New Zealand in this match. Now, let's talk some pros and cons. New Zealand definitely faltered a lot at the beginning of the game, but Mitchell and Ravindra definitely came together and just put bat to ball, used their brains, just really led New Zealand to what should have been a very solid and defendable total. But we gotta say something though. Near the end of the innings, a lot happened that shouldn't have. Missing bad deliveries, not capitalizing on bad deliveries, so they missed out on a lot of boundary and a lot of runs, in our opinion. If they had capitalized on that, India probably would have had to be a lot more aggressive in their chase than they were. So just something to think about. As always in the field, New Zealand were great. Bowling wise, they did their best. You can't really complain or argue with that. They just got outplayed by India, whose chasing game, as I keep saying, has been unstoppable. Now, it will be an interesting thing to watch if they bat first, how that turns, or how the table will turn. But for now, their chasing game is unstoppable. Bowling for India, they did very well in getting early wickets. They struggled a little bit when Ravindra and Mitchell came together, but hey, you got a solid middle order, you can't do much, right? You just try to restrict the flow of runs. Feeling still very good. Batting wise, can we complain? These two teams so far has been like the dream teams of the ICC Cricket World Cup. So going forward, we gotta know what's gonna happen. So as always, let us know in the comments below what you think is gonna happen. Do you think India will continue to implement the chasing game, or will they take a chance and bat first and see what can happen and eventually still win this World Cup? Or do you think New Zealand will get revenge somewhere down the line? Because you know we're gonna talk about it. Where else but right here on We Talk Cricket. And I'll catch you next time so we can talk some more. Later.
Every time you feel this way, remind yourself to